Look, guys, nobody said this was going to be easy, right? Nobody said that when you sign up for crypto that you are going to get a nice, easy ride. You don't make the big, wild gains without the big, wild risk. And I think everybody should know that. So this dip shouldn't really be coming as a surprise by any stretch of the imagination. In fact, our subscribers, folks that were looking at the newsletter, we had issued lots of warnings, right? Our model portfolio, if you guys aren't already subscribed, you can subscribe for $1, hit that orange button. But, the model portfolio held up extremely well. The buy zones held up extremely well. And this market sell-off is not fundamentally driven, right? There is not some technical catastrophe that's going on that's undermining the legitimacy of cryptocurrencies. There's not a huge fund that is saying, we're going to short Bitcoin to the ground. This is the reaction of emotional market participants, right? Price is people, and people are price. They are inextricable, and everybody's looking at that same price chart of different assets, right? Everybody's looking at a Bitcoin chart or an Ethereum chart and seeing the same thing, and prices are part of people, right? And so when people make these decisions to panic sell, they're panic selling because price has already fallen, right? And so there's a self-reinforcing effect, and it has cascading effects, right? And liquidations and stop runs. But at some point, the selling capitulates and it climaxes. And then it consolidates and reverses. And so we're in that sort of trend reversal aspect right now where price crashed. Everybody who wanted to sell has sold. Everybody who is fearful has sold, right? And so when nobody's left to sell, what happens? Well, price starts to reverse. And so I think we're in a very similar environment as we were in, for instance, in March 2020, when there was a huge sell-off where everything was down 50% over across the board, or 45%. Of course, today it was about 36 to 40% across the board, but very similar numbers. But at the end of the day, that was the best buying opportunity of my entire 6 years in the industry. And so when I saw, when I woke up this morning, I ran straight to my desk, started buying as much as I possibly could, because this was that sort of buy the dip opportunity. And again, there's no free lunch. There's no easy in, easy out for crypto. It's a hard game, but hopefully, as you subscribe, as you guys continue to follow and get familiar and get acclimated with the climate, it won't be as scary. And think about the climate that you enter when you enter a crypto market. These are assets that on an annualized basis have volatility of 120, 130%. That's phenomenal to think about. When the S&P 500 has an annualized volatility of about 18%. So think about that. 18% compared to 128% for MakerDAO, 100% for Ethereum and for LTC, about 80% for Bitcoin. When you have those sorts of numbers, these are 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times higher the amount of volatility than stock market, right? So when you think about that, then it just takes, 1 or 2 or 3, right? A smaller amount of money to make a greater amount of reward, right? And so this, crypto, if you can't stomach the volatility, position sizing is going to be your best friend. Because instead of saying, hey, I've got $1,000 to invest, I'm going to throw it all in the market, you chunk it out, $100 here, $200 there, and size your position smaller so you could stomach the dips. That's what it comes down to. And at the end of the day, always have dry powder ready for days like this. So at least you can feel good, right? You can feel good by saying, hey, I've got dry powder ready. I'm going to go buy this dip, right? And you'll feel good. So no panic selling. That is bad. This is a diamond hand season. And with that being said, guys, I really hope you do hit that subscribe button. It's $1 for a 2-week trial. And come and see what it's all about, because crypto's not going anywhere. Crypto gets stronger and stronger every day, and you got to be hooked up with the right information. So guys, that's all.